Hello, welcome to GMT. I'm Lusi Hokkiнгс. Turkey's Prime Minister Binali Yıldırım has welcomed what he claims is a US decision to stop funding Syrian Kurdish militia. They have been key players in the fight against Islamic State, but Ankara views the Kurdish YPG as a terror group linked to the outlawed Kurdish opposition within Turkey itself. I've been speaking to Mr. Yıldırım about a number of issues, including this apparent change of strategy by the Americans.
Mr. Trump understood what is important for Turkey, and from very beginning Turkish policy on fighting against Daesh is clear. What we say, if you want to fight with Daesh, you have to choose right partner. You are not able to fight a terror organization using another terror organization.
But
so
this would be a major shift for Washington, because they have been supporting
yes.
YPG because they have been instrumental in helping to defeat Daesh, Islamic State.
Yes.
We want to know if, because the word from the White House is, it says they're making adjustments
yes.
with their partners inside Syria. So we'd like to know if the White House and President Trump explicitly mentioned the YPG.
Well, it's they said this is not a choice. This is a necessity. Cooperation with YPG or POID. Okay, we understand, although we doesn't accept. We understand. It is a temporary relation. Now it is time to finish, because the Daesh is already defeated. We also fight against Daesh in Syria and Iraq. So UK also fighting against Daesh. So it is defeated. So President Trump said it is wrong to provide weapons. This is clearly mentioned.
Can we talk about the future of Syria
Right.
then? Because we've seen this announcement in Sochi, this
Yes.
new plan.
Yes.
Now this plan sees President Assad staying in power. Is your support for this plan conditional on the Syrian Kurds not being involved in any future process?
Our position is very clear. Any group involved in terror activities cannot be included.
So the Syrian Kurds cannot be included,
of course,
in any future arrangement?
We don't have any problem with the Kurds. Kurds, they are our brothers. They are our neighbors. We have problem with terror organization using Kurdish people. This is PKK, YPG.
Can we return to the phone call
Sure.
between President Erdogan
Right.
and President Trump? We all wish we could have listened into that phone call. I wonder if they discussed, or if it has been made public, whether they discussed the extradition of Mr. Gulen.
They have to take some measures for extradition, because we submitted all necessary proofs and documents.
Did you submit evidence to the
Yes.
US showing that he was linked to the coup
Yes.
attempt?
Yes. It is, for us, it is obvious. We have no hesitation. We have no doubt about that.
You will have heard the criticisms before of the tens of thousands of people who have been rounded up and put in jail, of the many people in the judiciary and other areas, academics who have lost their jobs. I wonder if you could explain to people who once saw Turkey as really being a beacon of democracy in the Muslim world, now very much worry that it is becoming an authoritarian one-party state.
Well, this kind of accusation is there, I accept. But those who accusing us should think about that, what happened in July 15. And our parliament building bombed, and they killed 250 innocent people and 2,194 injured, heavily injured. So what we can do then? We have to find the crime, who committed crime.
But the reality is that the intelligentsia, the judiciary, journalists, Turkey locks up more journalists than any other country in the world.
No, this is also wrong, I can tell you. And the journalist is something else. But if somebody holding journalist identity and working together with terror organization, this is not considered as a journalist. This is the situation in Turkey. We don't detain people without evidence. This is for sure. What I can tell you, this is a country rule of law. Turkey, I will say, trust is our democracy. Any, like UK, like United States, any European countries, Turkey is a rule of law.
But in the UK, we don't pass decrees that we don't pass decrees in Parliament here that conflict with basic human rights safeguards and your obligations under international.
Buckingham Palace was attacked by plane. Did you face this kind of thing? Any aircraft dropped the bomb, Buckingham Palace or Downing Street? If you face these kind of things, then we will see what we are going to do. I want our friends do empathy.
But people fear that President Erdogan is becoming authoritarian.
How?
They compare him to Viktor Orban, to President Putin.
How?
By the things I have mentioned already, sir, by the locking up of people, by getting rid of the members of the judiciary, by suppressing journalists and opposition thought.
The Erdogan is not deciding who is going to jail, who is going to free. The court is deciding. We have free press. Even the pro-PKK paper is published. We have a couple of
So these 160 media outlets that have been closed down.
100 what?
And 60 media outlets that have been closed down.
This
Even Twitter says that you have, more than any other country in the world, requested that certain people, individuals, be censored. Turkey does this more than any other country.
Well, if you look at today on Twitter, personally what they write about me, you get crazy. But I don't do anything at all.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister.
You're welcome.